Feel free to get back to me once you've got everything sorted out. Great! Then let's go! I've delivered packages all over, but I've never seen a mysterious fairy tale world like this before. Looks like nobody has gotten around to repairing this house yet. Ugh, even I wouldn't dare to sleep in there. It might suddenly collapse in on you. Nothing to see here either. Maybe we can find someone to ask? Aha! Over there! I bet we'll find some people there. Let's go take a look.
There once was a goddess who ruled over fate. Before she died, she left 3 riddles for the kingdom she had created.
What? Who said that?
Long story short, on this day, a sentient feline, an outlander, and a diminutive pixie arrived on the scene. They saw a narrow path off to the side.
Okay, but which side?
Yeah, if you gave ambiguous instructions like that to a Comania Express courier, they'd give you the parcel right back and tell you to write the delivery address more clearly.
Despite how obvious the answer was, the perplexed pixie and the flummoxed feline struggled to work it out. Although, perhaps a small part of the blame could be attributed to my dull narration. Alright, let's try this again. The path on the left-hand side seemed to give off an enticing fragrance, as if to say, this is the way to wealth and glory.
Ooh, that sounds like the start of a good story. Then what? Then what?
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile...
At the end of the path, the motley crew would soon spot a secret stone room. A prophecy had once foretold... of a marquis who shall one day venture inside, and thus it is named the future Marquis's abode to be. You like it? The future Marquis's abode to be? Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
That was a little bit boastful.
But before you continue, I must warn you of the danger that lies ahead. For example, under no circumstances should you sit on the chair in the center. Otherwise, the consequences could be a bit embarrassing.
Bow your head.
At the end of the path, the motley crew would soon spot a secret stone room. A prophecy had once foretold of a marquis who shall one day venture inside, and thus it is named the future Marquis's abode to be. You like it? The future Marquis's abode to be? Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
That was a little bit boastful.
But before you continue, I must warn you of the danger that lies ahead. For example, under no circumstances should you sit on the chair in the center. Otherwise, the consequences could be a bit embarrassing.
So many summers, winters, springs, and falls, and now at last a hero hither strides.
This realm knows not what lies beyond its walls. Its secrets mystify the world outside.
Wait, new voices. Who are they?
Stop the poem. We have a situation. Someone's up with this person.
Traveler? Are you all right?
Come on, you can do it! This can't be how our story ends.
Can I give you a hand or a tail, even?
As golden sunlight fills the firmament, the tabletop engrosses your intent. Perhaps, perchance, peruse these pages thence.
Captivated by the epic poetry and enthralled by the outstanding storytelling, the Outlanders knew what their next objective.
Why isn't she reading files on the desk? Hey, Bobarano, maybe quit showing off and try using words she'll actually understand.
I can either rhyme like a bard, or I can curse like a sailor. And right now, Cafe, you are seriously tempting me towards the latter.
Name.
Strong as stone, firm as steel. The Outlander pulls, but it does not yield.
This has happened many times before, but this time...
The attack now over. Only one final step remains.
Now it is the...
But alas, as was the case for all those who had come before, the key still did not move an inch.
Wait, what? They got it out?
Yes! Finally! Come on, move your butts! And your legs, assuming they're still in working order. It's showtime!
No hard feelings about your lack of poetic contributions?
Oh, let it go!
Cafe, I just realized you...
Welcome, esteemed and noble Outlander.
We represent the 3 great clans of this realm.
Our purpose being to await the arrival of...
My name...
You're Cape, he's Albizzi, and that's Bobarano, right? You've done so much talking that we can already tell you apart by your voices.
Aren't we missing someone, though? The guy who...
Who?
And thus was born the long-awaited fellowship, destined to
Him.
Well, there's no fourth person, so which of you is the ventriloquist? Come on, out with it.
We've never heard that voice before. But he's not...
Whoever it is, I don't know and I don't care. Forget about him. We have far more important things.
That key you hold is the pivot point about which the past and present of the Metropole...
Each clan has its own version of history, detailing the clan's origins and the tale of the dragon of old. And unfortunately, we don't know which one is the truth.
Dragon? You mean the one that's been acting up recently?
Oh, no, not that one, you adorable little pixie.
He means a dragon that would be really, really old if it was still with us today, but it was defeated in ancient times.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Not just explore it, but argue incessantly about it. Honestly, I don't care that much. Cape's the one who's always...
What we need to figure out is who resolved the dragon crisis. We have to know that.
The moment you removed the key from where it was lodged, you became the honorary Marquis. Noble traveler Marquis, we ask you to help us. You and your...
Puss in Boots? Are you serious? It's better than Demon Feline, but still...
Embrace it, my friend, embrace it.
I'm not even a cat, I'm a Nekomata. Now that you know the word, I expect you to use it.
Please allow me to lead you all to a sacred memorial site. It will be... This place is sacred to my clan. It's where our brave forefathers once took up arms against the dragon of old. After a bitter battle that dragged on for many... So they say. It's just a legend, though.
Wait a second? Did I just hear you admit that your clan's history is just a legend?
History, legend, who cares? My clan was definitely courageous, that's the point. That's the truth. And isn't the truth what we've all been arguing about non-stop for all these years?
Cape's words gave the traveller food for thought. Could it be that the truth in a fictional world is equivalent to fiction in the real world? But that would have to wait. Apparently, Cape was not alone in his pilgrimage to this sacred site. Unwanted company had arrived. The traveller and the talking cat, Nekomata, decided to teach them some manners.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's one standard for us and another for you. That's not fair, Cape.
Display of heroism and valor. It was as if the spirits of my ancestors were fighting through you.
Just a thought. Could be wrong, but maybe the Traveler Marquis is a lot more powerful than your ancestors.
Technically, by saying that, aren't you implicitly acknowledging your martial prowess and show of courage are a more... Now, let's get down to... As we all know, time is but an illusion. Time may flow...
And that clockwork key you have in your hand...
Well, actually, my view is that the illusion of time is more of a... But the mind cannot understand the dimension of time, so we experience instead an endless continuum...
I'm getting flashbacks to
A teacher once asked Albizzi what his greatest fear was, and he replied, dragons. The teacher then turned to Cape and posed the same question. He replied,
the manuscript that tells the truth of the historical record. The blueprint...
Paimon didn't follow all that.
Exactly. It is said that in the beginning, the goddess of creation took the goddess of fate's manuscript as a So in a few moments, when the great clockwork key turns the local time...
Hold on. Isn't stealing part of...
well, the general shapes of the configurations have been passed down over the ages. They now form the family crests of each of our clans. So you'll just need to reference... To address your other concern, When the house has already been built, do you really think that taking away the construction...
The Traveler Marquis prepares to insert the great clockwork key into the...
I guess we should start here?
Why don't you give it another try?
Behold, the sacred writings that record the truth of... No, wait. That have shaped... Feast your eyes, rejoice, and cheer, for this is the unquestionable truth. Look at the signature. Nobody is capable of forging that.
I don't believe it. So...
Don't lose heart, Albizzi. It does not follow from...
That might be the most bogus logic I've ever heard. But keep up the mental gymnastics, Bober.
And yet, it seemed that the party decided to visit the...
Isn't a narrator supposed to remain detached and objective? It feels like you're forcing a Oh, whatever. I'm in a good mood. Let's do it.
Let's do my clan next. I'll lead the way.
We'll need the key again, right? Let me see if I can pull it out. Yoink! Huh. Huh.
The party finds no pedestal in which to place...
Where's your clan's pedestal? Let me guess, you hid it away in advance to save yourself the embarrassment of having it exposed as a
You done? Okay. Now, since my clan's main claim to fame is...
Misinformation, half-truths, and...
Ah, shut up, Cape.
Shut up, Cape.
I swear, if I wind up dead one day, the murderer was Boberano. Let those be my last words.
My clan's claim to fame is that we outwitted the Dragon of Old and stole its treasure. Ergo, all articles of...
So, next step is...
Almost. There's one step before that. The door is protected by a smart interrogation system. We have to answer its questions, and if we get them wrong, we will alert law enforcement.
Jeez. Well, do you at least know
The correction fluid of time has dyed white the pages of the Book of Wisdom. But worry not. I had a quick word with the constabulary in advance. They'll ignore the alarm if we get the questions wrong.
Question 1. Who is it?
The great yokai, Nekomata in boots.
And the trusty travel guide, Pixie! Travel guide.
Question 2. By which virtue did the...
If this is the right answer, I swear I'll...
Correct!
A barefaced lie.
Question 3. Which is more real? The fiction of the...
Please try to avoid being unnecessarily cruel in your response.
Question 3. Which is more...
Come on, you'll have to do better than that, kid. I mean, Traveller Marquis. You and your friends are...
Question 3.
Hear, hear! Who can be sure that the outside world isn't just a dream? And that when the dreamer wakes up, they won't just... There is no way to know, therefore...
All correct. You may have the keypad.
Traveler Marquis, you know what must be done. Please insert the great clockwork key. Oh, and this is my family crest.
Do we really need this one?
The Traveller Marquis draws a design that is practical and aesthetically pleasing in equal measure. One thing it is not, however, is correct. I think you should take another look at Boberano's family crest and have another go.
Now,
What elaborate fiction.
if anyone's listening, I would like to submit these...
What? Oh, does this mean that...
Given that my clan's wisdom is such a subject of ridicule in your eyes, I will now appeal. It seems likely that the claims made by...
Boberano?
Oh, I get what's going on. Once, when I was drinking with Gujiyai, she bet me a round of dried fish that I couldn't guess which cup the umeboshi was under. Whichever one I guessed, I was always wrong and Gujiyai would... But then, I learned later from one of the shrine maidens, Miyuki, that all of the cups had an umeboshi under them. Just goes to show, I still got a long way to...
Oh, don't mind Fox Lady. That's just her way of...
Actually, that reminds me. We can now open these 3 treasure chests. And unlike the guessing game you mentioned...
Cool. Well, once you've plundered the last of Boberano...
Guess I'll take the clockwork key again then. Yoink!
What a pleasant surprise.
Brace yourself. Here we go.
The cohort of truth seekers followed Albizzi to...
Up ahead is my clan's gigantified guard.
Wait, but wasn't Kappe's clan the one that's all about strength?
Oh, the guard is one of Kappe's people. Size is a coveted trait in the clan of strength. Mine is the clan of empathy. And our
What's empathetic about...
Our ancestors believed that, just maybe, the dragon of old didn't need... So, they drank the growth serum and grew even larger than the dragon. Then, they... The serum isn't what it once was, though. Nowadays, it doesn't make you grow all that much, and it actually makes you lose your empathy. So, I advise we take a detour.
Despite Albizzi's words of caution, somebody, no doubt, has other ideas. Surely we could avoid a conflict with the guard, they think to themselves, if we could just try to understand one another. You could, of course...
Everyone, I have returned! I come with the long-awaited Marquis and their followers to...
Well, we weren't told anything about that this morning. Get out!
You and Albizzi only wanted to strike up a conversation with the guard. But since greeting you wasn't one of the items included in today's schedule, the relationship quickly soured. If you're just looking for a way in, why not consider taking the path on your left?
Here we go.
Determined, presumably, to always do what is right.
We should be getting close.
Why is this place so full of junk? Are you the kind of people who never throw away the box? We'll never find the Oracle Pill.
Never mind that. We have a more pressing issue. It seems there's a slight problem with my...
Wisdom too, huh? Well, you guys have a bit of everything.
Keep the noise down! We don't want to alert the guard. keep watch.
Apparently that was incorrect. But don't blame yourself, it's Albizi's clan's fault for taking terrible care of their family crest.
Hey, can't you destroy the boxes a little more quietly?
Apparently that was incorrect. But don't blame yourself, it's Albizi's clan's fault for taking terrible care of their family crest. How could they let something so important get so dirty? Apparently that was incorrect. But don't blame yourself, it's Albizi's clan's fault for taking terrible care of their family crest. How could they let something so important get so dirty? Apparently that was incorrect. But don't blame yourself, it's Albizi's clan's fault for taking terrible care of their family crest. How could they let something so important get so dirty?
Barbados, guide us.
Witness my magnificence!
Silence! Be sanctified. Bow your head.
That all you got? Don't be a killjoy. Almost like I went too far.
It's time for a flash frozen food.
There's a tear in my robe. A silence fills the air.
Shower me with praise! Think you can get away? Yahoo!
Settle down!
Frozen descent! Frozen!
Here we go!
Disgusting.
Thank you for completing.